I'm David Lyon, president of Zero Nexus. Basically, I spent a long part of my early career working for equipment manufacturers and part of the battery electric vehicle programs at those equipment manufacturers. I started the company back in 2019 because I kept seeing this big gap, lots of innovation on the equipment side, but not enough support for the mine operators trying to adopt these technologies. Before that, I worked in a mix of roles, designing equipment, getting my hands dirty in the field as a field service tech. So I'm technical, practical, and pretty comfortable bridging that space between innovation and real world operations. So the Mine Electrification Associate Certificate course is built for mining professionals who want to take the lead on moving towards battery electric vehicle fleets, not just pilots, one-offs, but actually taking this on, holistically across their mine sites. And so we'll walk through the basics in the course, how the tech works, what safety looks like, but we also get into the real stuff like planning, training your team, sorting out infrastructure, and learning from sites that have already been through it. We're situated in Canada, where a lot of this electrification has been taking place over the past 10 years. There's lots to learn from those sites. So it's not focused on one machine or vendor. It's really about giving you the tools, how to make electrification actually work at your site. While there's been plenty of progress and a lot of announcements about underground fleets and trials on the open pits, the reality is no mine today is fully electric, and the transition is taking time. It's complex. Every site faces different hurdles, but that said, some of the most advanced efforts are happening in Canada, and this course draws on that experience to help others navigate the path forward. So the Mine Electrification Associate Certificate course is ideal for really anyone involved in mining operations. Technology, safety, strategic planning. I guess that includes mine site managers, engineers, technologists, procurement specialists, compliance officers. We've also designed it to be valuable for consultants and early career professionals who want to future-proof their skill set in this space. So basically, if you're involved in planning or supporting decarbonization at your site, I think this course is for you. Okay, so participants of the Mine Electrification Associate Certificate course will really walk away with practical tools to assess the electrification opportunities and plan safe BEV implementation at their site. That includes managing organizational change and understanding the underlying technology, really. You'll also gain insight from case studies around the world, what's worked, what hasn't, and what you need to watch out for. Let's skip the early steps, the early learning. Someone's already done that learning for you, so we're going to bring that to you in this course. So on completion, you'll earn a professional development hours and a digital credential recognized across the industry. So the Mine Electrification Associate Certificate course is meant to help organizations lead their decarbonization and electrification initiatives. It's not just about buying electric machines, it's about creating a roadmap that aligns with your business goals and site conditions, safety requirements, and the capability of your specific workforce. This course helps organizations think sort of bigger picture, holistically, understanding technical, financial, and human considerations. We also look at how early adopters have leveraged second life batteries, reduced cooling and ventilation loads, and avoided common pitfalls. It's a strategic advantage. There isn't other training other than what's provided from the equipment manufacturers. That's really the only training that's available today. Most operations who've taken on battery electric vehicles have had to create their own training from scratch, actually. So, but the equipment manufacturers, they're really focused on the operations and maintenance of their machines. So our course here is much broader. It's designed for professionals responsible for organizational planning and implementation. We cover the full system. That includes, the pieces and parts of a battery electric vehicle, but also the charging infrastructure, which may or may not be supplied by the vehicle manufacturers, but also the battery safety, change management, and then, the broader regulatory compliance picture. So we're using industry-wide insights and cross-site learnings, borrowing from what the sites have already produced. And it's about preparing leaders, not just the operators and maintenance teams. Really, any experience. You don't need to be an electrical engineer. You don't need to be a battery electric vehicle expert. That's what we're trying to build here with this course, or at least build the foundation. So we've built it to be accessible to a wide range of professionals. So whether you're new to electrification or have already begun trialing electric equipment, I think you'll find some practical value in what we've built here. So, we start with the fundamentals. That might be old hat for some, but, good to see, a second take on it. And we build up to more advanced strategies, and ultimately the participants can gauge at their level and still take away actual insights. Some of the common mistakes organizations we've seen make when trialing, battery electric vehicles, whether one or two or getting into fleet electrification, is that they, at the early stages, treat BEVs as just plug-and-play solutions, one-to-one with a diesel equivalent. That's just not the case. The successful implementation requires much broader system thinking than what you're used to. We need to plan for charging infrastructure, not just the infrastructure itself, but where is it located in relation to the working headings? How much of that infrastructure can be shared amongst the different pieces of the fleet? You need to understand your maintenance programs. You need to build safety protocols. You're undergoing, soon this training and getting ready, but it's really stakeholder alignment across the whole organization. So I guess the other common challenge is just underestimating the change management effort and getting your workforce on board early and often. And this really is the first step. So adjusting your workflows and integrating new metrics are also important. But, the Mine Electrification Associate Certificate course is meant to help and address these gaps specifically, so, your team can plan with confidence. Yeah, so what excites me the most about the future of mine electrification and the role that the Mine Electrification Associate Certificate can play in the journey is really how it's reshaping mining for the better. Lower emissions, quieter work environments, safer conditions, and just smarter systems overall. Anyone who's worked in a heading next to one of these battery electric vehicles can attest to how much that's improved their work environment. It's a massive opportunity for innovation as well. So this course equips professionals to be part of that future, not just reacting to it, but actually leading it. Let's help people build the skills and strategies to make meaningful change. That's the most rewarding part of this work.